Yo, what up, I'm UndaSkore, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some chill drill beats. Let's just dive straight into it. So initially I was going to find like a nice sort of jazzy sample to use, but I think instead we'll make like a nice sort of low-key guitar progression. Just something that's really vibey, really ambient. I just really want to create a nice atmosphere with this, have a lot of texture in there, and just make sure there's a lot of space for an artist to do their thing on it. Just going to do like a 1/4 progression as the sort of foundation. That's nice. God damn, that came out so smooth. It's just instantly set the vibe for what I want. Now I just want to figure out a nice little top line melody to go on top of that. I think we got it. I think we've got it. This is why I love making beats with guitars. You just put a ton of reverb on there, and as long as you know like the pentatonic scale, you can come up with some real magic. Right, I think we're off to a really good start, and just to show you the guitar rig preset that I'm using, it's just called Simple Guitar Tone. Obviously got a ton of reverb on there as well, and a bit of RC20 as well, just to give it a bit more distortion and some chorus. So next up I want to add a few more layers to the melody, maybe like some keys, a vocal. So obviously by itself, that's a really good sample. You could use that as a melody all by itself. But what I'm going to do is just chop out a little section of it that I think fits with the sort of vibe that I'm going for. So we just take that and then just loop it. Put a little bit of EQ on it. Because the guitar layer is a bit higher up in the frequency range, I'm just going to use this to sit a bit more deeper in the middle. I think a bit of halftime might be better for it actually. And let's just add a bit of automation to the mix as well. Okay, next for the vocal, I just want like a quick female vocal stab to come in like every now and then. Just give it a bit more atmosphere, make it a little bit more sort of seductive. Just mess with the fades, make it a bit less abrupt. So far this is shaping up to be one of the vibiest beats I've made in a long time. Next up I want to add a bit of texture and atmosphere to the melody. So I'm just going to search through my samples again, just search like atmosphere or something like that. I strongly believe that atmosphere and texture sounds like this really are a game changer in your beats. If you're not currently doing it, I think you really should try it out because it just adds a whole new sort of human element to your sounds. Okay, so let's move on to the drums now, and we'll just start off with the kick. I want it to be really sparse, make sure there's plenty of space because the hi-hat's going to be quite busy, of course. So we're just going to do like every 2 bars or so, just have the kick hit on the 1. I always find that's a good starting point just to build up from. I think that works like just a really basic drill kick pattern. Can't really tell how good it is until you put in the snare, but we're going to use a rim shot for this to keep it sort of low key. Now I'm not going to use a counter snare, I just feel like it's too heavy for these sort of beats. I think it's better to use a hi-hat. Let's keep it a bit more softer. It's always good to layer some accents in different pitches as well, I think. So now there's plenty of space in the drum bounce to add in like some open hats, tambourine, whatever. So I'm just going to go through and find some nice spaces to throw in these elements and create a nice syncopation. Now the final thing we need for the beat really is just the 808. For this, I'm definitely not going to use the standard long drill 808. I just think that kills the vibe. So I'm going to start off by trying it with the spins. It's just my go-to 808. I think it always sounds good. I think that works pretty well, to be honest. And then maybe we can just have like a switch up section in the breakdown where it's like a respace. Thank you so much for watching, really do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video, otherwise have a good one. Peace out.